Hi guys, this is Paulie of PaulieGaming27. I'd like to welcome you to episode 2 of the Big Squad Theory, the Cristiano Ronaldo paradigm. So, anyway, I'm going to show you the team that I put together for this episode and then show you the highlights of my 4 games that I played. So, in goal, first off, is Pantilimon, the silver goalkeeper from Manchester City. Probably my favourite goalkeeper in the game. His stats aren't all amazing, you know, you look at them, you compare them to someone like Casillas, they don't look great, but he plays so good, so much better than Casillas. The fact he's 6'8" just blows most goalkeepers out of the park, and he is stupidly quick across the box, even though his speed isn't that high. The left centre back that we're going to be using is the informed Pepe, mainly for that super strong link with Cristiano Ronaldo at left midfield. Now, Pepe has got 75 pace, 85 defending and 84 heading, which makes him amazingly good for getting back and a great centre back in a 3 at the back formation. Then we have Rio Ferdinand to give that link with Pantilimon as the central centre back. 58 pace isn't great, and he does get caught out a couple of times for pace, but 84 defending, 78 heading is amazingly good to be holding up the centre backs in the middle. He gets a super strong link with Smalling, who is 74 pace, which is the main reason I've put him in here. He is cheap as anything, 80 defending, very good standing tackles and 75 heading. We then have Cristiano Ronaldo, the man, the myth, the beast, the legend. 92 pace, 90 shooting, 80 passing, 92 dribbling, 87 heading. One does not argue with those stats, and he's got that 5-star skills there. The only thing that really lets him down is the fact he costs about 1.4 million, I believe, at the moment. That's what I paid for him a couple of months ago. 239 games played, 163 goals from left mid is not to be trifled with. You'll see him rip players apart in these highlights. We then have Team of the Year TOTY Alonso, a great player, great holding central defensive midfielder. 93 passing, he splits defences open with those long through balls. In real life, you've seen him making some, crazy cross field passes. He can do those in Ultimate Team, and with strong and fast strikers, he is great to have. 93 passing, 87 defending makes him a great holding central defensive midfielder. Our other central defensive mid is Ramirez from Chelsea, 88 pace. Great for a centre defensive mid. He gets back, he goes forward. You will have to put a fitness card on him basically every other game, but he is a workhorse in that central defensive mid. Amazing player and worth every single penny you'll spend on him. 82 dribbling, very balanced stats. Right mid is Valencia from Manchester United. Main thing with him, 90 pace, not to be trifled with, 82 dribbling, really outshone, unfortunately, by the fact that I did have Ronaldo at left midfield, and given the option, you're always going to give the ball to Ronaldo. But Valencia was great to have play off of Ramirez for some nice through balls and just pace abuse. Our centre attacking mid was informed David Luiz. The biggest letdown of this team, unfortunately. I personally blame myself. I'm not going to blame his card for this, because I played him at central attacking mid and he's probably more of a central defensive mid. 79 pace did not help that much. His main thing really was holding up the ball. He won headers in that central bit of the park from goal kicks, and he was just a good holding player to have sort of play to the balls to the strikers. And our first striker is Miralas from Everton, or as I call him, the Messi of the Premier League. A great little player. 88 pace makes him absolutely rabid. Feels about as fast as Agbon Lahore, which is saying something. 85 dribbling. You'll see a couple of goals he scores. The ball sticks to his feet like nothing. It is glue, and you can dribble between defenders, between centre backs, and he won't lose the ball. Just simple tap-ins, really. He manages to pull off with spectacular fashion. And our last striker is Benteke from Aston Villa. Now Benteke is a 72 silver who will set you back a pretty penny. I paid 41k for mine, but 64 goals in 77 games is not bad. 65 shooting is a absolute travesty for him to have. He feels like maybe he has, I would say maybe 87 shooting, maybe 90. His long shots are insane if you can get them on his strong right foot. 2-star skill move is a bit of a letdown, but really you've got Ronaldo in the team, you don't really have to worry about them. His main job, winning headers, bringing the ball down, putting the through ball to Mirallas for that pace abuse of Mirallas and Cristiano Ronaldo. So anyway guys, I'm now going to jump over to the highlights of my games that I played, and you can judge for yourself. So guys, first game we come up against a very low chemistry, rather weak Premiership side, Luis Suarez at left wing for some reason, and the first chance comes to us and Mirallas. Benteke has a lovely shot off the crossbar, but Mirallas just managed to sneak the ball in with a little header. We then have Benteke plays a through ball to Ramirez. Ramirez cracks the shot from long range, keeper saves it. Mirallas knocks it down to Ramirez again, and unfortunately he can't put it away with his second chance. Then we have a Mirallas little dribble. See that ball control there? Leaves the defenders for dead, and the goalkeeper unfortunately saves it. I was hoping that was going to go in. And then he manages to absolutely sky it with Walcott. Now that is one of the downsides of Walcott. Stupid pace, but not great shooting. He brings on Muriel at half time, crosses the ball in. Suarez, instant impact there, and Suarez brings it to 1-1. Benteke then goes on one of his little runs onto his right foot, powers it into the top corner, and we can't ask for much more from a silver striker. And then he does this, a deft header from a Ronaldo corner into the bottom corner of the net. And the game finishes like that, 3-1, 2 Benteke goals, 1 Mirallas goal. And then we come up against a rather strong Premiership side. It's got pace, it's got control, and we have the first shot once again. Mirallas in the area with a bit of ball juggling, tries to get it in the top corner. And then he gets another chance not that long after, gets the ball back, does a little chip inside, and manages to absolutely power it into the top of the net. So the guy we come up against then equalises with a horrendous cutback. Honestly, I don't even know if this is legal in England to cut back like that, but still, goal's a goal. He then gets rather lucky. Pantilimon does a great save, and Ben Arthur gets into the back post with a nice header. I don't really know how he got to that though. We then have Benteke off of Mirallas. Benteke with a lovely little chip over Petr Cech to finish that chance off. We then have Mirallas, who picks up the ball on the edge of the area after a corner, and what ball control there. That is Messi-like ball control. So it's 3-2, and of course in great FIFA fashion we managed to completely mess it up, and near the 90-minute mark Hazard has a shot, Pantilimon does a great save, but there's Ben Arthur again to take us into extra time. And the first chance falls to us, and oh did I rue this effort later. Ronaldo cuts inside Company and gets the penalty, and of course Ronaldo steps up. I was feeling rather confident about this, but I hate them in extra time. And Petr Cech, Champions League final, manages to save it. And unfortunately Aguero picks the ball up, 2 great blocks, but then Ben Arthur gets the ball and finishes it, and that is how the game finished. 3-4 in extra time, 4 Ben Arthur goals from him. So, but I'm not gonna turn that down. So then we come up against another Premiership side, and Benteke has a great shot there, But then Ronaldo, with a absolute bit of magic, past one man, stops, keeps going on with the dribble, takes it past one, does another, does two, a third one, then he cuts inside between two men, finishes the ball off, and that was unfortunately too much for my opponent, who then decided to quit in about the 25th minute. So we then go on to game 4, a very strong La Liga side. I was quite scared of this team, but Benteke plays the ball inside to Miralas, and I should have scored, but of course I think that went over the line, but of course goal line technology refuses to be brought in. Fuck you, Sepp Blatter. Miralas then manages to do a lovely little shot past Iker Casillas, and then Benteke power shot. Oh my god, that is what you pay for in this game. 41k buys you a power shot from a silver like that. Miralas plays the ball to Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo checks inside, does another man, goes inside again, and draws the penalty with quite a Luis Suarez-like dive. I will give him that much. Ronaldo steps up. I was worried about whether or not I'd be able to finish it this time, as I didn't in the last match. But Ronaldo steps up, puts it past his teammate of Iker Casillas, and brings it to 3-0. Xavi picks the ball up, a great shot from him to bring it back to 3-1. He taunts me with the Ronaldo celebration. Falcao for him again, picks up the ball, crosses it into Benzema. Benzema is not going to miss that no matter who you've got in goal. And then Xavi gets the ball, passes it to Benzema, and Benzema gets lucky. You don't really see it that well there, but if you watch that back, it does come off of my sliding defender. And then Miralas gets the ball, gets a bit lucky, takes it past the goalkeeper, gets brought down in the area. We draw another penalty, and it is up to Ronaldo to win the match for us. And of course he does. He finishes it. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this 4-3 win. Please like, comment, rate, and subscribe.